Alright guys, we're going to be making a homemade Cultipacker since we can't find one for sale in our area, and if we do, they're really expensive and they're like 10 foot wide. We want a small one for food plots, so we got thinking, let's take this old aerator frame with an axle and let's get a corrugated drain pipe, and that'll do good enough for a Cultipacker just for small food plots. So Corbin's going to weld on the axle here just some beads to hopefully hold the concrete in. If it don't work, then that's alright. It's going to be, everything's free, so it's not like we're going to be wasting any money. We're going to take a 9-inch corrugated drain pipe, cut it, and then fill the axle with cement, and they'll give us a little bit of Cultipacker at least. I was trying to buy one, but I couldn't find one for sale in our area, and they're all 10 feet wide, so I just need a small one to do food plots. Alright guys, this is what we took off that frame, just like the little spike things, aerator, so we don't use it anymore. It's kind of a stupid thing in the first place. So we took the axle off, took all these off, and then we're gonna get some sort of drain pipe. The idea is we're gonna get like a 9-inch corrugated thing, and then that'd be like a Cultipacker. Slide the axle in, concrete it solid, and then it should be heavy enough for a Cultipacker just for a small little food plot we got going. This kind of a follow up on the tiller. We'll have the tiller, and this Cultipacker should be able to make a pretty decent food plot. So a little change of plans, we're going to get some bolts just to have something for the concrete to bite into, but we're just going to get some scrap bolts, just weld them in random places. Doesn't matter what this looks like because it's going to be filled with concrete. So he's going to go get some junk bolts we got laying around and then weld them up, so maybe the concrete will bite a little harder. Alright, here's what we ended up with. Got a bunch of random bolts and lug nuts and every other junk we could find. Main reason we did this is to hold the pipe on. So yeah, here we go. This could be the start of it. Probably gonna be it for today. We gotta find some culvert and then we'll go from there. Yep, doing what he does best, using the grinder. Alright YouTube, a couple days later, we're going to continue working on our homemade Cultipacker. First we got to cut this to length. We're going to make it about 34 inches. We got the concrete, we got our hillbilly axle welded up with all the junk to hold the concrete in. So we're going to cut this thing up to length and then we'll catch you from there. We got it cut down. I think we got to make it a little bit shorter. But it's starting to look like kind of like a Cultipacker. We'll cut it down a couple more inches and then we'll start trying to fill it with concrete. I think our theory is we're going to bury the axle and then somehow get it centered, but the ground's frozen, so it might be a chore. We're just trying to mark 4 inches. Everything's frozen hard out here, so it's kind of hard to work with. So we'll just kind of sort of eyeball it. It's kind of a pain. I think this will be okay for a Cultipacker. We're only going to do like maybe an acre total of food plots, so I couldn't see actually spending a lot of money on a real Cultipacker. So this will do for now, unless I can find some wheels in the future and actually make a real Cultipacker at some point. But this will work for now. But we're just trying to get centered, kind of being a pain. It's like 20 degrees out here right now, so we're kind of trying to hurry. I think our hillbilly bolts are actually going to help hold the concrete. It's going to be interesting. Actually might put a food plot back in there somewhere. This is Mom and Dad's place. Alright. might be a hillbilly way of doing it, but it's gonna work. We don't need nothing fancy to feed deer. There'll be a lot of videos coming on once this weather turns on. We got bush hog a lot. We got to till, maybe clear some a little bit more woods out. And then obviously plant and then use this hillbilly contraption. I'm just hoping, the only thing I'm worried about, if it's center, I mean, it'll be pulling it, and it'll be oblong. I'm not worried about the plastic, so we're not going to be pulling it on gravel or anything, just until dirt and then grass to the food plot. So I was kind of concerned at first if this plastic was going to hold up, but I'm not concerned at all. And even if it does wear out or whatever, we have, the only thing I've bought in so far is concrete. Had this laying around, so we're not out much. All this work for trying to feed a couple deer. Alright, I'm going to cut this part of the video off right here. We'll have set up for a day or so, and then we'll come back to you. Alright guys, it's done. I was going to put it together, but Corbin got up at like 5:30 in the morning to do this for some odd reason. It's not perfect. It wobbles just a little bit. We got hooked up on the little 165 just to move around. It's actually kind of heavy. You can see it kind of wobbling. But for maybe an hour a year on the food plots, it's going to be fine. It's pretty small, but let's go put it up somewhere. It'll be fine. We have like $6 in it with concrete, so it'll do its job. I'm a little worried the dirt's gonna pack in between the grooves, but as long as it's dry, I think it'll be fine. And if it doesn't work, it's not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, that's our little homemade Cultipacker. When it warms up, we'll probably paint it black, and that'll be it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe to follow us and see this thing in action this spring. Thanks.